Hello, dear listeners. Today, we will examine a type of dream that many people experience at least once in their lives, both embarrassing and thought-provoking. You open your eyes, you're in a familiar place. Maybe it's your old school, your workplace, or a crowded square. Everyone's looking at you. You feel a chill in the heat, and when you look down, you realize that terrifying past. You have nothing on. You're completely naked. Your heart starts pounding in panic, and you try to find a place to hide as quickly as possible. Does this scene sound familiar to you? What does it mean to be naked in a dream? Let's take a look at the universal face of the dream, being naked in a dream. Have you ever suddenly found yourself naked in front of everyone in a dream? A dream in which you realize your clothes are missing, you try to hide, or perhaps, strangely, this just feels natural to you. Whether you're in a crowd, in school, or on the street, these dreams aren't just images, they're the thoughts of your subconscious mind. It's an attempt to tell you something. The psychological meaning of this dream, the reality of vulnerability and shame. Nudity is related to relationships and our clothes. When we take off this costume, our masks, or our armor in a dream, what's left? Our purest, most unfiltered self. This is the fundamental meaning of the dream, fear of exposure and being seen. According to psychologists, being naked in a dream often means that you feel vulnerable, that you carry an inner fear of exposure and shame. You might be afraid that a secret, an emotion, a thought, a behavior, or a flaw will be revealed. Perhaps you feel inadequate on a project. You might feel incomplete at work or in your family as a man or woman. Or you're worried that people around you won't accept you for who you are. This fear manifests itself in several different ways. Secrets being revealed, something you've been hiding, a weakness or a mistake of yours being known or learned by others. Fear of judgment. Have you started a new job? Are you giving an important presentation? Did you take one step? It could be a sign that you are constantly experiencing anxiety. This dream may be telling you that you are suppressing your inner nakedness, your true self. Being uncomfortable with nakedness, it means lack of self-confidence. If you feel uncomfortable being naked in your dream, it usually indicates a lack of self-confidence or a fear of others' judgment. These dreams may be warning you, Could you be hiding your true feelings and hesitating to express yourself? Being uncomfortable with nakedness, it means freedom and acceptance. But sometimes you're naked in your dream and it doesn't bother you that much. So, what does this mean? This is often associated with self-acceptance, freedom, and the desire for an unmasked life. The person dreaming this dream may want to be authentic in their life, live their own values, and exist without being hidden. In some Eastern philosophies, nudity can represent purity and enlightenment, purification from worldly desires and ego. Spiritual interpretation, the undressing of the soul. Spiritually, being naked in a dream signifies the soul's undressing from worldly desires. It symbolizes shedding veils, getting closer to reality, and sometimes even a process of purification. Clothes can symbolically represent the roles, identities, and expectations imposed on us by society. Being naked in a dream means breaking free from these roles and being alone with one's true self. Such dreams are frequently seen during periods of spiritual transformation. Cultural approaches and historical meanings of seeing naked in a dream. Nudity carries different meanings in different cultures. In some ancient societies, nudity is a symbol of innocence and spiritual openness. In others, it is associated with shame, sin, or punishment. This shows us the following. The meaning of these dreams is closely related to your cultural background and upbringing. What are the common variations and meanings of seeing yourself naked in a dream? Being naked in a crowd. It may mean that you are experiencing social pressures or fear of exclusion. Being naked in school. It may mean that you are carrying repressed fears from childhood or lack of knowledge. Being naked in front of only one person. It may mean that you want transparency or privacy in your relationship with that person. Being naked in nature, it can signify a desire for liberation, a return to your inner nature, your true self. If you dream of running around naked, this indicates that you are experiencing guilt or inadequacy. It means you are overprotecting yourself from criticism. Who have you experienced recently in front of? Perhaps it's time to confront this. The dream's message, in terms of the inner journey, is this. These dreams may be asking and reminding you, who are you, really? When you strip away the masks, social roles, and expectations, what remains? Don't be afraid to ask yourself these questions. Dreams gently bring the deepest truths we sometimes repress to the surface. Dear listener, being naked in a dream is a symbol that carries much deeper meaning than one might think. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes acceptance, and sometimes the courage of the soul to be naked. Have you ever had a dream like this? Have you ever felt naked, vulnerable, and ashamed? Sometimes nudity symbolizes your search for freedom and honesty. To manage the consequences of your dream correctly, do the following. 1. Identify your first emotion upon waking from the dream. Was the first image you saw upon waking known? Shame? Connect with your life. Now honestly ask yourself, in what area of my life do I feel judged or under observation? Work? Family? Social circle? What secret or weakness am I afraid will be revealed? What role do I feel compelled to play? Am I striving to be more authentic? Has there been a situation that caught me off guard? Say the answers to these questions out loud to yourself. 3. Take a small step toward a solution. If your dream points out a fear, take small steps toward it. For example, consider what it would be like to live with the thing you fear. If you've had dreams like this, don't forget to share them with us in the comments. The IDEMA's language of dreams is silent, but it speaks volumes. See you again with new dream analyses. Subscribe to our channel and continue your inner journey with us.